What is up, YouTube people? Good morning. It is Saturday, June 15th. We are currently 5 weeks out from Chicago Pro. Figured it'd be a good day to show you guys some stuff, but we got legs on the menu. You guys just saw a physique update in a different spot today. The lighting in my kitchen sometimes a little better, so I figured I'd just take some shots for you guys, show you where we're at. Didn't have an official check-in with Chris, just sent him weight. But yesterday sent him weight and pictures at a new low, 257.8. And then I woke up today at 258.2 after a high day, no cardio, just trained arms. So my body's just ripping through food. We're running another high day. Love how things are going now. Let go of a lot of life stress and things that were bothering me and really negatively affecting my prep, putting too much pressure on myself. Brittany, my amazing wife, even had a heart-to-heart with me yesterday talking about how much pressure I'm putting on, how I've been just too consumed with prep, work, bodybuilding, all this stuff all the time, which is hard for people like myself. I'm a hustler. I always want to do more, achieve more, be better, but that isn't always sustainable. And in prep, it becomes very stressful, and you're trying to be a jack of all trades in this day and age in bodybuilding. Like, used to, if I was in this position, I'd probably have some kind of like magazine contract and whatever else, supplement contracts that are way different than they are these days, that don't revolve around me doing this. But this is the day and age we live in. The value is in bringing the content to you guys, which I love to do. But, you know, between coaching, between all the social media obligations, between having to check all my boxes for bodybuilding and everything else, I've had no downtime at all. I've had no downtime. You know, I got to a point where I'm like, okay, Brittany's right. I need to set some boundaries, some healthy boundaries, de-stress. 3 weeks ago, I had a conversation with Chris, 3 or 4 weeks ago, where we were I was frustrated with the scale. I told you guys my weight wasn't moving, but I was getting leaner, but I wasn't progressing as fast as I'm used to. We were also having to go lower with food than I'm ever used to in a prep. And I think it was just stress. And that's one of those things, if you're stressed, your body's not gonna respond. You're not gonna sleep as well. You're not gonna train as well. You're not gonna utilize food as well. Stress kills everything, guys. So if there's stress in your life and it's affecting you in a lot of ways and you can't seem to control it and you're stalling on your progress, you gotta look at your stress levels. You gotta learn to be non-reactive. That's something Chris has taught me. You got to be stoic. If you're spiritual like me, I rely on my faith. If I don't have my Bible time, my prayer time, my time with the Lord, that affects me. Don't know what that looks like for you, but that's my grounding place. That's what I have to focus on, is things that are bigger than me, bigger than bodybuilding, bigger than these day-to-day things that aren't going to last forever. You know, I'll probably be bodybuilding for 10 years, maybe 12. I don't know. I'm 28, so I have a good bit of time left, but it's important to remember there's more to life than the things that we obsess over and get tunnel vision on. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna show you a few things today, show you my leg training. I'm mostly solo today. My regular training partner, Travis, had to switch up his split a little bit. I may be switching my split up a little just because I've got a guest posing coming up, Branch Warren Classic, June 29th in Houston. That would normally be a leg day, and I really don't feel like going up and posing, guest posing at finals after training legs that day. Knowing me, I'll probably cramp and pull a hamstring on stage. So we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to change up the split a little bit, but I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I do for my leg training. And we'll show you a little food today. Also going to show you a surprise. I've got my t-shirts in for the website, for the merch that's gonna be coming out. We got a few different designs, but I ordered just the main design that's kind of the Chicago Pro, I guess is kind of for this show. Everything's focused on Chicago this year. So very excited, very confident. I don't know who's showing up, but I know we're about to show up at an all-time best. I did a comparison last year at 6 weeks out versus this year at 6 weeks out, and I'm like leaner and up 14 pounds. So I know we're gonna be improved. Conditioning is gonna be improved a lot bigger than last year. We just executed the off season very well. Everything went as well as it could. And I think a lot of that was changing my environment. Me and Brittany are very happy here in Texas. It was the best move we could have made for our life and our future. So very grateful, very thankful for all the blessings in my life right now, and just reflecting. And that's been helping my stress too. Something Chris Tuttle has also always told me is happiness is a choice based on your perception. If it's positive, you're going to be happy. If you realize you got it better than it definitely could be, and you make the most of that, you're going to be a happier person. You're going to be a joyful person, grateful person, because you're thankful for the blessings in your life, rather than looking at what everyone else has and thinking, you know, I want this and that, and I don't have this yet, and I'm not at the Olympia stage yet, and I don't have a 6-figure contract yet, and all these kind of things. There's always levels, there's always steps, and if you get too focused on what you don't have, you don't appreciate the incredible life, the incredible things you do have, the incredible people in your life. So that's my message to you guys this morning. Hope it's not too sappy, but gonna give you guys some cool content, vlog content today, show you leg training. I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. Took Samson out for a walk, and I'm gonna get my day started. Already helped a couple of my clients this morning. They're a week out. I'm super proud of these two guys, Jonathan and Drew. They're doing a show in North Carolina, and both of them are peeled. Both of them, it's their first NPC show, and I love seeing my clients getting crazy conditioning, so I wanted to make sure I took care of them since I'm an hour behind, and let them know what to do for the rest of the day. And now I'm going to start my day. So I appreciate all you clients as well. You guys are working hard. Got a few other clients in prep. They're not as close, but very proud of all my clients that are killing it this year and competing, or those that are just weight loss transformation clients. You guys are all crushing it. So you motivate me to be able to lead you from the front and always be a good representation. So thank you guys. Gonna get my meal started. Quick shot of my breakfast, guys. We've got my brioche English muffins, 2 whole eggs. And then this is my new favorite pancake, actually. It beats out crackberry. So I was obsessed with the crackberry pancakes. Then Ross came out with the fabulously fruity strawberry banana bolognese. That's what I've been eating on high days every time now. It's so good, guys. Gonna top this with some cashew butter, some sugar-free syrup, because evidently you can get peeled and still have the artificial sweeteners. Imagine that. You guys can eat this stuff as long as it doesn't mess with your stomach, okay? So like, everybody is all scared of sucralose and all these other things. Ross has been talking on his stories lately, like everything has chemicals in it. Everything's a chemical. H2O is a chemical. So don't listen to all this BS online about, oh my gosh, you're putting chemicals in your body. Y'all are loading yourselves up with sugar and getting diabetes. I'm gonna eat my pancakes that are sugar-free. Sue me. But anyways, super excited for my meal. Got my coffee fresh from the Breville machine. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on my other vlogs. Best investment ever. I love my mornings. This just brings me to life. See you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I've got meal 2 here. I've been working, getting some stuff done, and I'm super hungry. And then I've still got a meal. It's almost 12 o'clock. Gosh, I'm late. It's 11:45, and I know I'm just flashing these meals at you. I didn't even tell you guys what the first one was. It was 67 grams of cream of rice, 300 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 2 English muffins, added to the pancake mix 75 grams of banana, and then 15 grams of cashew butter. That was meal 1. This meal is gonna be 210 grams of rice. We got 150 grams of chicken, and then we've got 100 grams of zucchini, 33 grams of avocado, and I cooked it up in Nerdy Sanchez. It's our taco sauce. Flavor gain code HUTCH. You guys are gonna love the sauces and the bolognese if you haven't tried them. I went over all the macros on all my meals my last full day of eating, which was a high day, same exact high day. We're probably gonna end up going more food because my body's just ripping through this food. So I won't go over the macros today, but that's what we got going down now. And I will show you guys the t-shirts in just a minute. Legs are looking tighter. All right, guys, pre-workout, we got crackberry bolognese And I asked on my story, does anybody else have their favorite cream of rice spoon? I'm obsessive about using this cream of rice spoon specifically. It's wide, and this bowl. I have 2 cream of rice bowls, and I have a couple cream of rice spoons, but this one's my favorite. It enhances the meal, I swear. But we got crackberry bowl of gains. If you guys don't know, you really need to, if you're making bowl of gains with flavor gang, use a kettle, okay? And boil the water real quick. And then what you're gonna do is do 4 times the amount of bowl of gains. So 4 parts water to 1 part bowl of gains makes the perfect mix. I pour that in there and stir it so I get a really consistent mixture. It's not clumpy. And then I go in the microwave like 3 separate times. I'm gonna throw some stuff on top of the cream of rice, show you what I'm doing there. Got my protein shake. I already took my Humaslin. This is the big bottle that I use, Humaslin Plus. I run through this stuff on high days like today. So getting this pre-leg day meal in, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Okay, pre-leg day meal. We've got 40 grams of whey from the Juice Loops commissary, code HUTCH. Blended that up with some ice because I'm bougie and prep, clearly, and OCD about everything. And then the rest of the meal is 80 grams of crackberry bowl of gains, 15 grams of peanut butter. I think peanut butter goes better with this versus I use cashew butter for a lot of other things, but with the crackberry it's so good, and I love strawberries with it. So we got 15 grams of carbs from strawberries and bananas. I'm gonna eat this, and my wife's finally gonna come home from getting her hairs did, and we're gonna show you these t-shirts. That way she can video, and I'll try them on for you guys. Don't forget the salt. 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. If you guys aren't salting your meals, you're missing out on a pump. So I'm gonna eat, I'm starving. Show you the t-shirts next. Okay, so the exciting news, I've been promising you guys all day. Brittany's finally home to help me record this, but these are officially going to be live on my new website, most likely Monday. Today is Saturday the 15th, that's June 17th. I don't know when this video is going to be out, but we have Hutchinson Fitness t-shirts, but these are for my Chicago Pro Prep. Vanessa, who I told you guys about, was doing my website design. She designed these. We've got a bunch of different t-shirts going up on the site. This is going to be more of like a form-fitting one. These, you're going to have to go like a size up if you want a true oversize. But these are going to be the oversized tees. Look at that design, guys. How cool is that? Check this one out in the black. This is going to be my favorite. Look at the design. So these are some photos from Texas Pro. And then we've got my USA win with my trophy, got my logo. This is going to change a little bit. We can't have the IFBB logo on there for the ones we sell, so we grabbed that off so we didn't cause any issues. And the new one's going to just say IFBB Pro, not IFBB Bodybuilding Pro, but this is basically what we're going to have on the website. Show you guys what it looks like. My favorite are these comfort color oversized tees. Super comfortable, really soft, they're heavier, great for an oversized t-shirt. I'm so grateful for Vanessa doing such a great job. She redid my logo. This is a new version of the logo I had before. So these are going to be, like I said, the more form-fitting ones versus the oversized. I'll show you guys what this looks like. And look at this detail. This is so cool. The Comfort Colors ones don't have this, but my t-shirts are going to have my logo on the inside on the form-fitting ones like this. So see, this is a 4X on me in the regular, slightly more fitted shirt. And the 4X oversize is what I was wearing prior. So you see, this one's more of like form-fitting. I would be a 3 or a 4X. Once I wash this, this one's going to be perfect. And they all have this design. Then we're going to have Team Hutch shirts. We're going to have a few different Hutchinson Fitness logo shirts. But this is the one that's like for me as a bodybuilder. So if you guys want to support, I'm going to have merch on the website now. I've had questions for it over the years, but I just drug my feet with it. And I'm just so overwhelmed by you guys that are supporting me, supporting my YouTube, supporting my Instagram, my bodybuilding career as a whole. And I couldn't thank you guys anymore. I'll probably have to mess with the sound a little bit. It was probably very muffled. We'll see what comes out. I didn't even have the microphone on. But I was just saying, I appreciate you guys and your support so much. If you want to buy a t-shirt, if you want to support in that way, I'll also have posters on the website with my new Chicago Pro photos. I'll have some from Texas, I'm sure, but we'll get more photos on the website for Chicago Pro. And, you know, I've had people ask, I don't know how to respond to this because I'm a humble guy from humble beginnings. So it's weird for me to have questions asked. Hey, can you sign a picture of yourself and send it to me? It's very humbling, and it means the world to me that you guys support me in that way. So, and if you want to support by getting a t-shirt or whatever representing, you know, Hutchinson Fitness to you clients that have been asking about getting t-shirts and everything, should all be live this Monday. I appreciate your support more than you know. You know, I always had dreams and aspirations of being a pro bodybuilder, but to be at this level and have this kind of support just means absolute world to me. So thank you guys. Thank you, Vanessa, for the amazing design. Could not be happier with this. Gets me even more excited for Chicago Pro. So thank you guys. Thank you for supporting this. And we're off to train some legs. Going to show you what we're doing for pre-workout. Brittany will agree with this. This is the best tasting pre-workout we have had in a very, very long time. I just emailed the owner and our athlete manager as well to get 3 more of these before they're out of stock because they're very limited stock. Just look at the detail on this. Pineapple Mandarina, the last Fiesta Souls for sale. Fully decked out ingredient list. It's just incredible. So I can only handle half a scoop, but you guys that are stem junkies could probably handle a whole scoop. But this has been my favorite pre-workout we've put out in a while. If you do the whole full serving, it's 6 grams of citrulline, fully loaded with pump ingredients and focus and ingredients that he will not handle if he gets his hands on them because he's already a psychopath. This guy's so greedy for attention nonstop. He knew we were doing a video, so he had to come make himself known. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go get a leg day done. I'm gonna show you guys what I do right now for legs. Catch you guys in the gym. All right, guys, we're here at Absolute Recomp. I'm here with my boy Travis. He's over in the corner. There he is. He's usually training legs with me, but today he had to change it up. He's been traveling, so he's going to join me for a couple of things, and then he's going to come help me on like my top sets and stuff. But not a ton of leg days left. Starting with adductors, getting some blood in there. Adductors are always a key focus of mine. Get them nice and pumped. A lot of blood in there before we go and squat. So I'm going to do some hamstring curls, pendulum squat, then probably do a hip press, maybe some weird glute stuff at the end. But this I have to be careful with, especially how dry I am right now. I've injured my adductors plenty of times, so we're not going to do that today, but we're going to try to push everything to failure and really put this food to work for this high day. So we don't do anything low rep here. You don't want to go low reps on your adductors. You want to go high rep, get a lot of reps in, a lot of blood, and easily pull something or tear something here. So, but we both got crazy quad sleeves, so we're working on the inside. It's important. And this dude's doing the freaking stack. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. Good. Yep.
Come on, good. Good.
One more. Go. That's it. You can let it go. Oh, that was good. All right, so this is my favorite leg curl by far. It's a Panada seated leg curl, and this thing is smooth. I will say the old Life Fitness leg curl, seated leg curl, we did that last weekend at GASP at Destination Dallas. That one's pretty dang good, but this one's like a close second. So I'm just working up in weight here, and we're gonna hit a top set. A lot of people have been asking me like how I brought up my hamstring drop so much. This is how. A lot of curls, this and lying leg curls. I've not really pulled much in the last few years. And when I did, I kind of got hurt. So leg curls have been everything for me. Big contractions, full range of motion all the way down. No lifting off with your back. Shove your ass into the seat, hips down. Core engaged. He usually reminds me to engage my core. So it's very important to contract hard and get a full stretch. And this fully lengthens the hamstring very well. Yeah, we'll do some failure reps, and then I'll do partial. Something tweak. It was about to tweak. Too heavy.
Toe squeeze, good.
Damn. Help. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh. Yeah, something was like, it just feels dry, bro. I was like, I ain't pushing this. Sometimes in prep, you got to play things by ear. On that top set, I started to feel something in my right hamstring right here, like a tiny little pop. Nothing bad, but it's like, you got to hear those warnings with your body. When I first started that set, I was like, ooh, hamstrings feel really dry. You're just more fragile when you're in prep. You can full send in the off season. Now, if we're talking being in prep, as lean as I am right now at 5 weeks out, you got to be careful. Most people at 5 weeks out aren't that lean. But if you're in the off season, no excuse. Still listen to your body. But you saw I had to back off in the middle of the set. I'm not chancing a hamstring tear during prep. Good. Come on. Good. Push. Good. Keep tension. Don't touch the rack. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on. Good. Come on. Yep. Good. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. Get it all the way down. Good. Partial. Good set, good set, good set. You guys always got to get the right music. This new song by the Browning called Deceiver. You want some crazy top sets, that's what you need. All right, so I'm getting into this Atlantis pendulum squat. This is to help my back, take strain off my back. It's felt really good. Great on my quads, getting good pumps. Everything feels safe. I hate the Arsenal pendulum squat. It sucks. So I'm not using that one, but gonna get into this. As you guys saw, I had to back off on that top set. I did one more set that was a back off set. It's only doing 2 sets on hamstring curls where I normally do 3. Just being mindful and backing off my volume. Plus, I'm going to show you guys the hip thrusts that I'm going to do, the Nautilus hip thrust later on in the workout. But this is a lot safer for me than some of the other. I'm not one to put the strain on my back with hack squats, and this just felt safer. So we've been rolling with this. So we did the hamstring curl. Now we're going to work up here on the pendulum squat. Knees are crackling and popping. Dry joints. Oh, hardest part about getting out of doing a pendulum squat is getting out of the pendulum squat. I'm just working up to a top set. I got 4 plates on here now. I'm going to feel that out. My joints definitely feel kind of like poppy, dry. I'm not even dried out, so I know I'm going to feel much drier than this in a couple weeks, but it's definitely a big difference from like off-season lubricated joints, and you're like pushing and you're holding a ton of water from everything, and you feel like you're invincible other than the back pumps. And then you get real light and fragile and you're like, gosh, I feel like a biatch. That's what I feel like right now. But you get another warm-up set in. Max, I'll probably go to 5 plates, but just trying to keep everything loose and warm. Brandon's coming over to spot me. I just saved him from some influencers. I saved you. What's up? It's a cameo from the gorilla.
All right, let's work. Here we go. Gotta go pro. 5 weeks. Let's work. Come on, Jordan. Perfect. Good tempo. 2. 3. 4. Good. Just like that. 5. Come on, Jordan. 6. That's all you. Come on. 5. Yep.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
I got you. Good. Come on, Jordan. All you. Come on. Come on, drop. Oh, perfect. Hell yeah.
I got heavy this week, bro.
Fucking set. Real fucking set.
Ooh. So you guys got to see both my training partners today. Travis and Brandon. Missing Elias. Let's see if he comes in today. Oh, set was rough. I definitely probably could have gone a little lighter. It's just that part of me that never wants to go lighter. There's certain things that build the muscle, and that's animal instinct at the gym and an edge that most people don't have. And I tell all my clients that's how you make it to this level. And if you don't have that edge, you're not. It starts with training, the stimulus in the gym, You know people that train hard, you know the people that don't. But it's hard for me not to full send a set. But there's certain reps where I go down and I'm really feeling dry and depleted and something feels tweaky, sharp pain here, sharp pain there. And it's just like, sometimes you got to know when to just ride those reps real slow. I'm used to holding a lot of water all year round. So when I get this dry, I'm not willing to risk it. Still going to failure, but not sacrificing form or tempo anywhere. Not exploding out of the hole because it's getting hard, just to move the reps. That's why I have a spotter on my top sets. So I'm going to back off, do 3 plates in a 25, really pump it out, and then we're going to go to the hip press.
Jeez. Push. Come on. You got. Push. Good. Come on. We got one. Good. Push. Push. Hell yes.
True.
Damn.
Thanks, brother.
Legs looking nutty. They look so much.
All right, time to hip press. I love this machine. Oh, but my quads are pumped. I couldn't even bend them after the first set of the pendulum squats. Definitely not used to that feeling because pumps have been harder to get lately, but with a little bit of extra food, it's definitely working. They just added this hip press machine in here recently. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I went to Destination Dallas for legs last week and did a single leg hip press, and the machine was unilateral. You could split it or put it together, but gonna get the hip press in, 2 top set and a back off set. Did a top set and a back off set on the pendulum squat. Then we're gonna do flying leg curl, hip thrust, and some calves. And then we're done because I'm pretty sure my wife is already done and waiting on me. All right, so working back up on the hip press, I got so pumped from all these carbs I'm not used to that I basically went up to 5 plates, felt like my patella tendon was going to pop through the skin. Not a good feeling. So if you prep before, you understand that you go real flat, you can't get a pump, and then when you replace those carbs, your body utilizes them so crazy well because your insulin sensitivity is out the roof. And I guess my quads evidently are pretty tight from all the cardio, everything, wear and tear. And it felt like my patella was about to just, like my knee was going to pop through the ceiling. Sucks. I hate having to warm up slow. I hate when I'm interrupted in my training because I'm just locked in and I just want to go, go, go. Since that time where I have to slow down, it kills me because all I want to do is train. I fell in love with bodybuilding because of training. Intense training in the gym, growing, getting stronger. So when I have to slow down, honestly, I get very agitated, but I'm working on it. Just did some band work to try to get this to release. And we're going to see if I can hit some actual sets and maybe work higher than this. There we go. Oh,
Gonna go up. Oh. I got more. Probably like 5 more. One more. Ooh. Thank you, bro. All right, so finally hit my top set after having to work up, warm up. Felt like my knee was going to pop out, go back down, come all the way back up. My elusive spotters left me, Brandon and Travis, so I needed Brittany to get the cool angles. So that was my new client, Tommy. He's awesome, really cool guy. I've signed up a few people in Absolute Recomp for coaching. You guys are crushing it already. Shout out to you guys. But that was my top set. Definitely just feeling tight everywhere. I think I needed some tissue work. So Mario, come up from Houston, bro. I need you again. Next, we're going to do a lying leg curl. I got one more back off set here, and I'll show you guys leg curls. Lying leg curl here, finishing off the hams. I'm not going to do any leg extensions today. I got enough work from the squats and hip press. Generally, I don't do a lot of leg extensions. As you guys can tell, my quads are the strong point, so I focus on my adductors, my hamstrings. I end up burying my quads in prep beyond the point of it making any sense. Like, I was having such horrible quad cramps and hamstring cramps too for a while, and I think it was also an electrolyte imbalance, but Chris thought I was just absolutely burying my legs, so I removed the leg extensions. But I just did a set of 15. Right now, I'm changing things up a little bit, where usually I would never have my top set be such a high rep amount. But just trying to remain injury free, trying to get some volume in prior to a heavier set. So I may go to 15, maintain that same weight, and try to go to 10 to 12 to failure again, or even bump up a little bit if I feel like I can. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, just trying to really stimulate the muscle, but we're not trying to set any PRs right now. Stimulate the muscle, make sure I can take it to failure within reason where it's safe and I'm not risking injury right now. We are on my favorite hip thrust machine ever, the Nautilus. I actually did this Monday with Brandon. I freaking loved it. We were talking about how I want to have the nastiest, most striated glutes on stage, and they're already pretty freaking striated. And we've not even done anything to really draw a lot of water out. And once we drop some stuff and put in some other things to dry out, manipulate the body a little bit, biohacking, we're going to be really dry. But I want to get up on stage and turn around in my back shots and get the same kind of reactions. Like, my back may not be what Derek Lunsford is, obviously, clearly, it's Mr. Olympia. But when everybody saw him turn around at the Olympia and his glutes looked like that, I mean, it's just hard to look away from. It's like, that's incredible conditioning, incredible muscle density. and separation. And I want to blow everybody away with that along with my hamstring separation. So that's what we're doing here. All right, guys, that was it for hip thrusts. I can't even talk. I'm like toasted. That's it for hip thrusts. I'm gonna do calves. My microphone's dying, so I got to put it in the charging case. I'll give you guys a couple shots of the calves. Tell me in the comments how bad they are. Don't roast me too hard. I think my inner gastroc is pretty good, but I really got to work on the soleus and the tib. But anyways, can jump off here, finish up. My wife is impatiently waiting on me. I'm just kidding. She's very patient. But at this stage, this is what pays the bills. I always said I wanted to get paid to work out, and here I am. So I got to do the things that are necessary to make sure that I make the most of my career. So I'm going to finish up with calves, and then I will talk to you guys when I get back home for my post-workout meal. Another sad day where I forgot to make my Ninja Creamy, but it's all good. Still be a good meal.
Myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like rain. I ain't never need your help. I know you wishing me well, a penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son. I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up. Whole team with me, but known for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babble if they try to dabble in it, and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You try to aim for the top like this, and you're in your element with a fire like this, and they hoping you fall and they praying you miss, but it's all in the risk. I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone. Give me the throne. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know. Foot on the gas. 155 on the road. You could be a friend of me, an enemy. Keep that same old energy, cause I know I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element. Ooh, yeah. I'm in my element.
Back home from leg day. This is the post-workout secret and prep. The mixed berry Powerade Zeros. Me and Brittany are totally obsessed with it. She already crushed hers, and she already ate her chicken and rice. I eat cream of rice pre and post, specifically bowl of gains. So with this meal, I did the cream pie bowl of gains, and then we've got cinnamon on top, cashew butter, and fruit. So it's 80 grams of bowl of gains, 15 grams of cashew butter, and 15 grams of carbs from fruit. It's like a little over 100 grams of strawberries, around 30 grams of bananas. I did the math. I mean, I'm always exact. And then we've got whey here. This is the chocolate peanut butter whey from Condemned, and I like to mix it with ice. I didn't do my creamy today because I didn't feel like it, and I had a busy day, and it just extra unnecessary time sometimes. But Condemned Labs chocolate peanut butter flavor is hands down the best. I just ordered some s'mores flavor to see if I like it as much in the creamy, but I really can't get over the chocolate peanut butter. I tried the juiced loops and then adding strawberries in it. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but I just, chocolate peanut butter is the best. It just hits every time. So, gonna eat this, then show you guys meal 5 next. We're gonna lay low. We're watching post-workout SpongeBob. Comment below if you guys have seen Dark Matter. We're watching Dark Matter on Apple TV, but it's annoying because we can't binge it. Usually we catch a show when everything's released and you can go ahead and binge it. But it's not all out yet. So also, if you guys have show recommendations, comment below. We always need show recommendations. So please, if you guys have especially ones that are good in prep, I would love if you guys commented what shows you liked or movies you liked specifically in prep. That would help me out because I'm getting to that point. I'm trying to slow things down to where we have more TV time, and it would be nice to have things to watch. So catch you guys on meal 5. Yes, meal 5. Meal number 5, and I've got my blue light glasses on, guys. I recommend these to everyone. It's 9 o'clock. I'm not going to bed until probably 11, but it's good to get, we're gonna be watching TV the rest of the night. I'm so excited. Me and Brittany have needed some time together, and we finally get some. I've been crazy. This prep has been nuts, and we've needed that more than anything. She had a little heart-to-heart with me yesterday about how crazy that's been. I may have already told you guys about that, but yeah, I already told you guys about that. And I told you about the stress. But we're not stressed anymore, and we're having more downtime, so I'm working on it. But this meal makes me very happy. So we've got 210 grams of rice, 150 grams of chicken, 100 grams of zucchini, which Brittany just made, and 33 grams of avocado. And what I did was I sauteed it in the Flavor Gang Flavor Dawn SMV sauce and topped it with my absolute favorite by Flavor Gang, Sweet Poppy. I use this for burger bowls, instead of mustard. I use this on this meal with the SMV. It's good with everything. It's amazing. And then I've got my fiber shake. I do a half a serving of Revived Fiber with meal 5 every night. So doing this meal, then I'll show you guys meal 6. I'm going to chill, relax. My steps are done. I had no cardio today. Walked Sam for the last time. So I'm going to chill, shower, then meal 6, then bed. Welcome to Hutch's Hibachi Kitchen, where I show you guys how to prep with hibachi. So these are the 2 sauces you'll need: takeout sauce and Flavor Dawn sauce. This is optional, but makes it even better. Sauerkraut, Bubby's specifically, and red onions, okay? And the meal is 210 grams of jasmine rice. We've got 150 grams of sirloin in there and 100 grams of zucchini. Get the pan really hot, spray it. And last major key that we're gonna use, that you need, everything bagel seasoning and of course salt. So I can't take full credit for this because Hunter Labrada actually showed me this combo with the takeout sauce and the SMV. But ever since Hunter showed me this combo with, of course I make all my meals pretty much with some form of red onions or something, and flash them in the pan. And Chris showed me the sauerkraut, it adds to so many meals. You don't want to do tons of this. I only do like 15 grams on it, but it just adds to the flavor profile. It's pretty amazing. And it can be great for gut health. You just don't want to overdo it. But the everything bagel seasoning and the takeout sauce with the SMB, that's something Hunter showed me, and I was like, dude, this is incredible with steak and rice. So if you want to get real crazy with it and you're in the off season, there is Sir Yummy sauce on Flavor Gang's website. I've yet to try it because there's not a time where I really allow myself as much fat to be added with sauce. I'm sure this off season, if I wanted to replace some added fats with that sauce, I could do that, but I don't do that in prep. And another major prep key, guys, is crispy rice. If you cook it in your pan on high and have some kind of moisture in the pan, like a sauce or some moisture from the veggies. If it's real dry, you're not gonna get it crispy. Sometimes I'll even add like a little bit of water or ice into the pan just to reabsorb and get it nice and crisp around the rice. But the steak is gonna cook a little bit because we undercook our steak when we cook it the first time. Then I cut it up into pieces, cut the zucchini up small, and let it all kind of simmer a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the S&B sauce on. So the flavored on sauce, it's a sriracha maple vinaigrette, I think. So Ross just calls it the S&B sauce, but the flavored on. So that's what you want to, that's what I saute a lot of my meals in the pan, and then I top it after the fact with the takeout sauce. Red onions going in the pan. On my high day meals with this much rice, I usually do about that much. If you don't digest onions well, don't do this much. Do like less, but I'm freaking obsessed with onions on my food, and it doesn't bother my stomach. So until it does, I like to go hard with onions. But you have to be aware of your digestion in prep and off season of what works for you and what doesn't. You can't just eat copious amounts of whatever and have it mess up your stomach and expect to have good results, because bodybuilding is all about digestion. And so obviously the longer you cook this, the crispier the rice is gonna get. So if you way overcook your steak prior to doing this on the pan, it's gonna be really tough. So you probably wanna undercook it if you like the crispy rice, so that you can cook it in the pan longer, which is what I like. Me and Brittany really like more rare steak. You freaking weirdos that like well done steak and you like to gnaw on just chewy, hard steak, you're very strange. You're like the people that don't like coffee. I don't understand you. I don't think I ever will. Also, one last announcement about the website. It should be up as of now. So go look in the description for the website. It's gonna have a Chicago Pro countdown. It's going to have my coaching information. It's going to have all the merch you guys can buy with those t-shirts you saw earlier in the video, the one I was wearing while I was training, as well as some Team Hutch and Hutchinson Fitness shirts. So guys, if you want to support, go check those out. The oversized shirts, go a size up if you want it really oversized. So this is like if you guys wear Gasp, this is a 3X oversized from Gasp. It's bigger than the 4X oversized on my website. The Comfort Colors is the blanks we use. And then I believe it's either a Next Level or a Bella Canvas is the brand of the fitted shirts. They run small as well. So like if you're between sizes on both of them and you want an oversized in the bigger shirt, go a size up. I was pretty perfect in a 4X on the regular t-shirts. So they're a little more true to size, but if you want an oversized shirt, because they do say oversized, I'd go a size up. This is so pretty, look. Some ASMR. And you guys know what else I like. No caffeine. I miss my Dr. Peppers, but I'm sleeping better not having the 40 milligrams of caffeine before bed. That's just about crispy enough. I'll show you the end. All right. See if we can get it all in the bowl without spilling like I usually do. Make my wife so happy when I spill little pieces of rice on the counter. She's laughing, but not really. She's like angry on the inside. And I have to get you guys see me obsessing right now? Those little pieces of rice are stuck on there. Those are like tiny little calories that I could have. They're stuck on that part of the pan, and I sit here, and this is every day. This is what prep is. Prep is getting every little teeny tiny piece of rice out of the pan, and when you're done with your bowl, you're to the point of, possibly to the point of licking the bowl. I haven't made it that far yet in prep, but you're definitely digging out every last little grain of rice. And then you're doing crap like this where you have to lick the spatula from steak and rice. It's just strange times, man. Strange times. Finishing touches here. So it's piping hot from being on the stove. So this sauerkraut's gonna cool it down a little bit. I do 15 grams of this. Don't like overdo it because it's not gonna be good. There's great natural like probiotics in here, but you don't wanna go nuts. Definitely not right off the bat. Right now, I added it back in and I'm doing 15 grams with 2 meals per day. That's it. So throw that on top. And I like to mix it in. Cools it down so I can eat it as fast as possible. I do a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt on all my meals. And the everything bagel seasoning, honestly, it adds a little bit of salt. I probably should have pulled back my pink salt just a tad, but whatever. It's we're 5 weeks out. I'm overall very consistent with my salt. So everything bagel seasoning going on the top. That's a very important piece to this puzzle. And then I weigh all my sauces pretty much for the most part. This one's 5 calories for 15 grams. So really not bad at all. So we're gonna do, the other one's 0 calorie. So we're gonna do right at 15. So check this out, guys. This is freaking beautiful meal. Tell me that doesn't look like a Habachi steakhouse. So thank you for coming to Hutch's Habachi Kitchen. It's time to say goodnight to you guys. Appreciate you guys watching these vlogs. I never imagined there'd be so many people that actually want to see me live this lifestyle that's the same Groundhog Day every day, but I try to make it interesting. I think you guys see that I'm not your typical boring bodybuilder where I say, okay, this meal is chicken and rice, gonna microwave it up and shovel it down with salt. What a boring life. I would not want to do bodybuilding that way. So I'm grateful for Flavor Gang. Thank you guys for taking care of me. And Ross, thank you for coming out with the best stuff possible. As you guys can see, I'm pretty sure I use Flavor Gang every single meal this high day. You guys know I like the Melinda's truffle sauce, black truffle sauce. I didn't use that today. Use it tomorrow because I got like 4 chicken meals tomorrow since I'm off training. But again, thank you guys so much for watching the YouTube, for supporting me. Anybody that buys shirts, anybody that uses my code, my MIT45 Uprising links, code for Condemned, Gasp, Flavor Gang, you guys really, you help me to do what I do. If it weren't for you, I would not be able to be a full-time bodybuilder and coach, or I would have to take on a copious, crazy amount of clients that in that way I wouldn't be able to really focus on the ones I have as well as I do. And I try to be the best coach I can be. So I really appreciate all you guys, my friends, my followers, whoever, and I'm really looking forward to Chicago Pro. We are on the up. It's going to be a great show. I'm very confident in this show. I think this is my year. So we'll see you guys soon. We'll try to do these every week at least. Been pretty consistent, at least every other week. And we're 5 weeks out now, guys. So thank you for following the journey. We'll see you guys next time.